Our next topic is site description. We are going to start with the introduction. The site consists of radio components and is also known as base station. The site can be of any type from the following depending on the clutter and traffic. The first type is ground site. In this, the tower is located on the ground. This site is basically used in rural areas. Second is rooftop tower site. In this, the tower is located at the top of the roof, and this site is basically used in urban areas. Third is pole site. In this site, single antenna is mounted on a pole to provide coverage to the roads. And fourth is microsite. In this, two antennas are mounted on a single pole to provide coverage along highways. Next is site description. As shown from the figure, a base station consists of a tower, antennas, feeders, and shelter. So the first component that we are going to discuss is surge arrestor. It is a device to protect electrical equipment from overvoltage transients caused by external or internal events. It has both a ground terminal and a high voltage terminal. When a powerful electric surge travels from the power system to the surge arrestor, the high voltage current is sent directly to the insulation or to the ground to avoid damaging the system. Next is aviation lamp. These are high intensity lighting devices that are attached to towers and are used as collision avoidance measures. These make towers more visible to passing aircraft and are usually used at night. These lights need to be of sufficient brightness in order to be visible for miles around the structure. Next is GSM antenna. It is one kind of antenna that transmits GSM signal at specified frequency of 850, 900, 1800, 1900 or 2100 MHz. GSM opts for directional antennas to transmit signals in a particular direction. Three antennas are used to provide coverage in three sectors and cover the entire 360-degree area. Jumper and feeder cables are used to connect antennas to BTS rack in the shelter. Jumper cables are used from the antenna as these are very tough and it is difficult to bend these cables. So these are connected to feeder cables at the middle of the tower using clamp or connector. Antennas are connected to the mount through the tilts. Next is microwave antenna. It is a physical transmission device used to broadcast microwave transmissions between two or more locations on a line of sight radio path. Line of sight is a type of propagation that can transmit and receive data only where transmit and receive stations are in view of each other without any sort of an obstacle between them. Next is shelter. A shelter consists of BTS and microwave racks, SMPS, battery bank, AC, DTF, PIU, rock stack, EGB, IGB, and diesel generator, that is DG. Cables from three antennas enter the shelter via rock stack and are connected to TRX cards of the BTS rack. IF cable from microwave antenna enters via rock stack and is connected to microwave rack. External and internal ground bars are provided to protect the components of the shelter from short circuit. Switched mode power supply, SMPS. It is an electronic circuit that converts power using switching devices that are turned on or off at high frequencies and storage components such as inductors or capacitors to supply power when switching device is in its non-conducting state. Switching power supplies have high efficiency and are widely used in a variety of electronic equipments including computers and other sensitive equipment requiring stable and efficient power supply. Next is DDF, that is digital distribution frame. It is the interface when coaxial cable has to be terminated, organized or cross-connected in long-distance transport networks or in access networks close to subscribers. Next is PIU, Power Interface Unit. It is an ideal Solution for telecom sites in areas having wide fluctuations and surges in the mains supply. PIU system houses all electrical equipment required in the shelter within a rack space of 600 mm to 500 mm and offers an efficiency over 97%. Battery bank is provided inside the shelter, whose each cell has a capability of providing electricity to all the components when there is electricity cut or power failure. Single cell of a battery works for 2 to 3 hours. Diesel generator is also provided that automatically gets started when there is a power cut. AC is provided in the shelter to provide cooling when the temperature of the shelter becomes high. So this is all in this lecture. Thanks.